All right, guys, I got some updates. Let's talk about what's going on here. First off, I got to give a mega shout out and thank you. We had John J. Russo add $20 and Acid Bean to the $50 of the mega tournament fundraiser. But Partoof with the $200, dude, I love you, Partoof. You know that. Thank you so much, man. We had someone else talking earlier. Someone actually subbed today, talked about how they were tuning in since the Zeke days, and I told them, like, yeah, you're right up there with, like, the ranks of Partoof, right? Like, crazy. Thank you for that contribution. Our gigantic fundraiser now at $1,500, halfway to the very first milestone. The first milestone reward is going to be $3,000 raised, and Scarlett will host a cooking stream. That'll be fun to see. The prize pool for today, though. Again, I don't know if there's any codes left over. If there are, please get on Matcherino and use them, guys. We're at $305 raised for the prize pool. If that's where it stops, that's where it stops. But I want to try and get it as high as we can, so make sure to use every code possible. People are also commenting on the viewership earlier. I know, dude. I don't know what's going on. Our Korean viewership lately, this hour, it's been getting better and better, and that's awesome to see. But the kind folks at Twitch did put us on the front page today, so we've been on and off fluctuating a lot of viewers because of the front page rotation. So if anyone is tuning in for the first time from the front page, hello! I hope you're having a good day. But we'll be getting this going as soon as we can. We have soO versus ByuL coming up next. We're in the lobby for it right now, but ByuL needed just a moment after that last game. So we'll get this going here in just a moment's time. Whenever he's back, we'll get started with it. But yeah, I thought I'd be a lot worse off for the solo cast. I kind of woke up tired with a tummy ache, but I'm feeling good now. So thank you guys so much for watching. It means a lot. Hopefully you've hit that follow button by now, but if you haven't, please take a moment to do so. Of course, we've also got a YouTube channel worth checking out. If you guys ever missed the VODs, but you don't want to subscribe to the channel or can't afford to subscribe to the channel, our YouTube usually has the videos up within 24 hours. So youtube.com/BaseTradeTV. Last but not least, if you guys are those poor college kids of the world, you know, you want to help out, but you can't afford to type thing, especially with our fundraiser, we do have a survey. We've got a sponsor giving us some stuff. If you scroll down below to the info section on Twitch or type !survey in chat, anybody in the world can take these surveys, but only folks from the United States will be eligible to win prizes. There is up to, like, I think $500 in prizes to win through debit cards. So I will let you guys know we spoke pretty in depth with the sponsors who are sponsoring it. They're pretty legit. I'm hoping to work more with them in the future. But if we get enough people to take those surveys, I think if it's like 100 people take those surveys, they're going to give us like $500, which we're going to dump right into some content for that fundraiser. So I hope you guys will consider taking a few seconds out of your life to maybe fill one of those out. But just waiting on ByuL. This is kind of cool too. ByuL actually, he's played in a couple of our events, but I haven't actually seen ByuL since back in the big one, I want to say. Like, it's been a long time since ByuL has played in our events, but it's good to see him again. Bottom side of the bracket, I will update. Jakshi and Gumiho are currently in Game 2 as we speak, so by the time we're done this best-of-3 semifinals match, Solar should be ready to play. And of course, if you guys weren't here last week, you didn't see Solar win the majority of a $2,000 prize pool. He rocked it in the Make Korea Great Again episode 3. But looks like ByuL is back. Just got to make sure soO is here and not AFK, and then we'll get going. ZvZ, by the way, if you guys, I hope you guys are not of the old age where ZvZ was boring and dull. I really like ZvZ right now. And I think Scarlett versus Lenok 2 days ago was probably my favorite ZvZ I've seen in a while. It can get very action-packed. But we are going to hop into the game. So let's whoop on over. Now, of course, Habitation Station is the pre-selected map. It's loser's pick after this. So see what maps these guys want to play on. 2 SC2 streams on the main page. Yeah, I think Winter's on the main page right now too. Feels good, man. Feels late night StarCraft, man. But I don't think Winter's streaming StarCraft, which is kind of funny. Hiwoo, thank you for the 28-month resub. Says Escape Meow. Keep up the great work, Riffy. Thank you for tuning in and thank you for the nice words. But we are getting into game. Map number 1 in the top right side. We got the blue Zerg player. It's ByuL. And of course, in the top left, his opponent, it's going to be none other than soO. Also, real quick note, guys, gotta give some love to Golden. He is streaming in Korean alongside of us. He's actually in this game with us. So if you want to see another point of view or you want to listen to some Korean hype, check out Golden streaming. Find it over on Sidebar in Team Liquid. But anyways, I said ZvZ could be kind of interesting, and what I already like, even though it's not the interesting play, is the fact that nobody went for an early pool. In fact, we even have a drone scout out of ByuL, which is really unconventional, but does buy a little bit of time delaying the hatchery. I think this is really smart if you're worried about your opponent getting aggressive early. And if you guys have seen some of Solar's recent games that we've been casting of him, he has been getting aggressive early, doing earlier pools and gasless builds. But that's another story for another time. The other part of this too, like if you've listened to any pro player on their stream, if you've had any coaching, they'll tell you never drone scout in a ZvZ. It's just like the ultimate taboo, the ultimate do not do this, otherwise you look like you're in Bronze League type thing. And a big part of this is because, it's the income graph we can show you, Solar actually, or not Solar, got Solar on the brain, got a crash on the guy. soO jumps up significantly on the income, all thanks to the fact that he didn't pull a drone to scout. Early on, every drone counts quite a bit. He's also doing some good old-fashioned mining denying, but soO is matching him here with the clicks. I love this. This is like, don't you click on my mineral patch? It's actually starting to screw with him a little bit. I will point out that he started fighting back on the income graph around the time that started happening. I'm not sure if that's the reason, but it's cool and funny to see that actually end up happening. Both players have been taking gas behind this too. soO's going to likely get that speed going in a moment. He may glaze past this and go for roaches actually, now that the drone's been pushed out of the base and there's no scouting. I would love to see him kind of pay back that drone with some super aggression. Robbie Blitz in chat says, BaseTradeTV, what's with the tie? It matches my suspenders, bro. And then you're probably going to follow it up and ask, what's with the suspenders, bro? And I'm going to say, suspenders are cool. Macro hatchery out of ByuL. Hold the phone. I said Solar was going to get kind of nasty. It might just be ByuL. Solar's, by the way, kind of skyrocketing to a layer. This is really weird to see because this is not with a bunch of gases. He may throw down an extra 2 extractors pretty quick and then turn this into a Spire build, but nobody does this for roach speed. Not like this, at least, but if you're on low gas, it's one of the only options I can see him really doing it for. I think it's got to be the Spire play, though. Mutas are just way too prevalent in the matchup. But oh, maybe not. Roach Warden does, in fact, go down. Okay. So, for soO, I love that this might just hurt ByuL. But ByuL had gone for his own macro hatchery. He's sitting here with no ling speed himself. Oh, there we go. I was going to say, like, why would you need all that extra larva? I was kind of, like, already just, like, do I no longer understand how ZvZ works? I thought I had this game down pat, but never mind. This makes a little bit more sense. So, soO gets the faster roach speed with this, too, guaranteeing that if ByuL was meeting him roaches for roaches, he'd be able to take fights where ByuL couldn't give chase to them. But on the other hand, I was expecting ByuL to actually just go for a big ling all in and really hammer hard. It still might be like roaches and lings galore, but his roach warren's not done. And looks like soO's going to start up some of them spiky roaches, that chromium looking skin they got. Was it $2.99 I think you pay for it? I like it. I just hope we don't get to a point where people start demanding we disable skins for our tournaments. I think the skins are really cool, and I think like the best way to advertise, hey, Blizzard's selling this cool thing to make money, you should buy it because it's cheap, is like seeing your favorite player use those skins in a tournament. I want to be just like soO. Anyways, lings, plenty of lings being made by ByuL right now, kind of as expected. It is worth noting. Oh, he's taking a gold. What the frick is going on in this game? It's worth noting roaches, really in decent numbers, can even still be surrounded by lots and lots of lings. So ByuL, you might have something going here. The roach count, they're going to stay clumped up in the middle of the map, back against the wall. Going to be the best case scenario for him. The gold base, though, is a nice take out of soO. We'll see if he gets away with it. That surround does, in fact, go off. Lings on top of the roaches, pick them off pretty quick. Nice surround and lots of lings. More where that came from. Queen ties in the middle of the map, and soO is in a bit of trouble. As he backs up to his wall, he can certainly hold this position for a bit of time, but this is something like ByuL could just turn around and go for the third instead. I don't know about trying to brute force his way through. He's really trying to push through. We saw a couple lings slip through too. Queen goes down, but he backs away. Gonna dart up towards that third. Look for the cancel. Uh-oh. And looks like the gold base for soO going to get denied. Does not get the kill on the drone, so he's going to build it again right away. That's a little bit awkward. Trades out now poorly for the roaches, and I think soO's in such a better spot for this. He's got more roaches on the way, so he'll continue with the roach war that ByuL's now going to try and meet him for. He's got more drones out by almost 10, and on top of this, it's a gold base. ByuL's trying to take his own gold base, make up for this. Maybe this will work, maybe it won't, but the roaches for soO are already knocking, and ByuL might be on a huge disadvantage, because on top of this, there is speed for soO, no speed for ByuL. This means these roaches, on creep or off creep, can pick and choose, they can hit and run, and ByuL doesn't stand a chance at fighting them. PB, I can't repeat that on stream, but just know that that is a line I have tried to use before. And not in serious context, but as joking context, and it worked perfectly. Sadly, there was no follow-up, however. And of course, you guys can scroll through chat if you want to see what that very ace lewd message is. Both players transferring their workers over to the gold. We're going to actually see the income split now, and oops, as I go to the wrong vision. Still fairly even. Although, again, for soO, I feel like his mining's going to be a little bit better. He still hasn't taken that 4th gas, but neither has ByuL. Both of them sticking to roaches like this, not too gas dependent. But yeah, this has been just like a massive soO game up to the point where he got the gold, but then soO's gold finishes up. We'll probably see him spike right back. All that money and all those trades even. Even though the resources lost is fairly even, it still came down to the fact that a lot more roaches lived. Still sitting on 29. Ravagers were made, and Ravagers are not bad. Ravagers can get some serious damage in if those corrosive biles land. Those Ling's going to soak a lot of hits. The cannon fodder for said Ravagers, but I think at the end of the day, just pure roach numbers overwhelm and win. He was going to try and do something fancy and wrap around for the backside. His own Ravagers are out. soO's going to take this defensive fight. Lings go for that surround. They try and hold the army in place so he can't dance away for the corrosive biles. It hits some of the roaches, but the last second splits out of soO are not too bad. But the roaches on the top of the ramp are not outpowering the amount of Lings coming through. The cannon fodder was good. The overkill on roaches is notorious, and ByuL is breaking on through. But ByuL has to win the game with his push. He's still behind the workers, a pretty big number. If soO can manage to recover, he'll be okay, but he's not looking like recovery's an option. Luckily for him, a lot of the workers are not here in the natural, but that being said, the Roach Warren is, the Evo Chamber is. Upgrade's not really working out for him. Plus 2, not going to finish. Roaches just kind of flooding in to die, and I think soO has lost control of this game. ByuL, with that amazing bust and the awesome surround out of those Lings, takes game number 1. Yeah, suspenders are cool. We're going to find out what map he wants for the second game. A small commercial break before then as we're getting closer towards the end of the stream. I'll see you guys in 2 minutes. Thanks for watching. Sorry, a little bit late on that scene switch, but we are in game number 2. This is the semifinals of the tournament. We got another semifinals coming up after this, with spawning here in the top right spawn location. Slapping down that pool first. Oh, baby, and it's an early one at that. It's going to be the blue Zerg player, ByuL, who is currently up 1 game in the series. It's on the bottom left. It's the red Zerg. Is he going to be greedy? It's soO. If he goes for anything other than his own pool first, he's not exactly screwed, but it will be something that's harder to fight, and it looks like he is going to be a little bit greedy and go for that hatch first. Now this, in any normal ZvZ setting, is not such a big deal. And this is actually a map where we saw Lenok go for 3 hatch before pool. This would have been like a straight up build order counter, but the fact that this is paired up with gas could be really bad for soO. He's down 1 game right now. Spawning pool's got to start soon. He goes for the gas. Oh, it's hatch, gas, pool. Oh, guys, it hurts. It hurts so bad. soO's going to have to rely on a lot of things going well for him on top of a lot of things going badly for ByuL. ByuL may even try and sneak these Lings around the map. Oh. Oh, no. Hang on. No. soO sees it. He sees all the Lings. Okay. Now this begs a couple of questions. One is, you want that hatchery to finish, or at least buy some time. Lings chip away at it, waste some hits. Things go kind of whatever for soO. But for him over there, versus what's going on in the main. Like, the hatchery can't even start a queen. The lings are going to have to start right away. Drones are going to have to stack. We'll see if ByuL wastes time on the natural, if he goes straight to the main. Either way, we got a Baneling Nest following this up, and that's going to be a huge advantage over soO, not to mention that speed difference. But, oh boy, pulling the drones, sacking them up. They won't die right away, but this does cost them a lot of mining while this goes on. ByuL, though, is pretty dedicated with this. When you go for the Baneling Nest paired with it, that's when you're hitting all-in timings, guys. And unfortunately, denying a little bit of mining, trading out for a couple of units, it's not going to be enough. Hey, Terminator, thank you for the $5 donation, and I'm glad you're able to watch one of these live. We'll be putting that towards our live event fundraiser. So thank you very much for that cash injection, friend. But things get messy and things get dirty as these banelings start up, but they don't start up in sight right now without speed having been revealed. This wasn't too much. The Overlord for soO just barely out of vision. Oh, excuse me. It did see one of the banelings. He's going to get on top of this, but it might not work well for timing. Oh, the baneling hit is good. A lot of the lings get washed off the field. More banelings where that came from. soO, he's got no spine crawler. He's barely got 2 queens. And that natural hatchery is really low. ByuL's contemplating, I'm sure, like, does he want to put down his own hatchery or continue following this up with a big all-in? And it looks like all-in seems to be the answer. He goes to knock down the hatchery. This could be a little bit problematic. Nothing too bad to deal with so far as he just walks away from the broodlings. Queens on the ramp are not going to be easily broken, but already dealing a ton of damage to soO. And soO's going to try and take that hatchery back. Maybe a bit of a distraction. Either way, the surface area gets surrounded. It's a kill, not a cancel. soO falling apart. Baneling goes down. I think that's going to be it. The queen's on the ramp. They got a couple transfuses, but the hatchery dying without the cancel was devastating. The queen's going to go down next, too. Larva dying on that creep, and this game is pretty much over. I think ByuL's done it with a 2-0. GG's get called! Ladies and gentlemen, ByuL will go through to the grand finals. Now, of course, soO's still going to get a little bit of the prize money from today. I think 3rd and 4th place are worth like 9% each or something. I'll have to go check the Match Arena page. We're up to $312 raised. Make sure to use the Match Arena codes if they're still available. And now we have to go check on the update for the score, because Solar is still waiting for Jakshi and Gumiho. And they're actually out of game. Jakshi, Gumiho score. I think Jakshi won. That might have been a 2-0. If that's the case, it'll be, oh, sick city. Jakshi versus Solar. I'll host soon. All right, we're going to take a small break, but Jakshi versus Solar will be the other semifinals. So Jakshi versus Solar, the winner plays against ByuL. I think I'm very happy for that ZvZ or TvZ, all depending how things go. So Solar looked really fantastic in the last series, so we're gonna see how he holds up here versus Jakshi. Again, as a reminder on the overlay, thank you, Devin Wolf, for the $200 worth of bits today. Best part of the cast so far, but of course, then part 2 fed us up with a $200 donation to the fundraiser we're running. I do want you guys to check it out. Even, again, if you don't plan, you hate BaseTradeTV's guts. You would never give us a single dollar. But you should still be informed on what our plans are. We're hosting a house for some of your favorite players. You should type !MEGA in chat and inform yourselves. But of course, if you guys are generous and you're willing or you're able, consider donating to that fundraiser. We got a really big goal, a long road ahead of us. But in 2 days' time, not even 2 full days, it's like 30 hours' time, we've raised $1,500. It's off to a great start. But as I said, small commercial break. Jakshi versus Solar. We'll see you guys soon.